Beeps, did you just see that announcement in WB?
Yeah,
Console.
I did.
That's kind of nice that they're.
Yeah,
Oh, they're letting y'all know now.
yeah, kinda.
Oh, they're so fancy.
Is fucking ridiculous.
Oh, they're letting y'all. They wanted to get it out before we get it out.
Okay, so is the stream chat open? Or
No.
okay.
Let me see if let me see one thing. Oh, yeah, okay. It's fine. It's mostly just me.
That should be good. Screen. Projector output. 60 frames source. Go live. Should be good. Yeah. Okay, let's open it up. Yeah, just yeah. I'll just open it up, I guess.
Mute.
Mute?
Yourself.
Let's see, 45 or 50. Okay, we're full.
Okay.
So, welcome everyone. And today we have, as you might have seen, a new gear set. It's been in the wait for quite some time, I guess, so it came out a little bit later than we would think, but that's okay. So today we have Quas with us to comment on the pieces, so I will leave it to him to figure out which which piece to go with first.
Okay. We'll start with helm because that's
Yeah.
the first thing you put on in the morning.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Okay.
Do you want the stats right away?
Yeah, just give stats right away.
Yeah. Here we
Okay.
go.
The first thing to notice is probably the sub-reinforcement capacity, which might hint at moment, but then you look and just see it's like literally just a shit ton of ranged defense sets. So it's basically the seat defense gear set I can already spoil, called Dawn. Um, it has a half stat versus calf, and just to get right away, this is a must craft for people that are range defense. Um, it just has way more defensive stats. It has no attack, which is basically all you want. Um, so yeah, it's good. It's a pretty insane piece for ranged defense. Um, yeah, I think we can already take just let me see if someone has questions, because then I can probably answer those along the way.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it.
Yeah, it's just yeah. Okay, so we can take chest now.
Okay, let me see. Chest will look like this. And the
And
stats.
here we okay. You got stats up.
Yep, I do.
Ag- Again, we have seed of power reinforcement capacity, which means anyone that holds a seed should craft it. And again, we have the full-on defensive stats, which means it's must craft. This time for calves. It has defense versus infantry, which is very good. And then it just has no attack stats overall, so it's just again all out defense, which just means it's a must craft. Like the set is very not nuanced in that sense. It's just so far it has been all defense, and we can take we can probably take boots now.
Sure. Also, a reminder to just note about the march size and range speed, because it's
Yeah,
quite substantial.
yeah. Oh, sorry.
And
Yeah, I was gonna mention those in the end.
yeah,
But yeah, there's a very big march size.
yeah.
Reinforcement as well as march speed reinforcement, which means it's just very good
Mm-hmm.
overall in clutch situations.
Okay, so boots.
Yeah, yeah.
Which spot is those in again?
The sixth.
Sixth spot. Okay,
Yeah,
correct. Let's see.
and
Let's see. That's that one. And the stats. Go ahead.
hallelujah. We have infantry, and this time we have the exact same stats: seat of power reinforcement capacity, infantry defense versus ranged, and then a lot of defensive stats again. This is also the best infantry defense piece for boots. So for people that are aspiring to be infantry, and there's a lot now after freedom, this is also a must-craft piece for you. And I think we can take weapon and trousers now, and then leave ring for last.
Sure. Let's see. Oops, sorry. Leave the ring, you said? Yeah. Okay, so that's...
No, I said ring for last. Do
Yeah,
boots, do trousers and weapon.
yeah. Okay,
Okay,
trousers. Is that one? Yeah. And weapon.
that's 3 and 4.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So we again have calf and ranged, respectively, calf weapon and ranged boots. Trousers, not boots, trousers. We have the exact same stats: half stat versus calf, half stat versus infantry, and then a buttload of defensive stats. So again, mustcraft for the two, and mustcraft for everyone who holds a seat of power because of the insane reinforcement capacity. Um, and then I think we can take ring now, because
Yeah,
ring is the only one that is actually slightly interesting
and there
from
we go.
a
That's the last
point.
piece.
Okay, so the difference between ring and the other ones is that ring is infantry versus cav. It's obviously the same defensive stats, reinforcement capacity, march speed, march size reinforcement, everything. Um, but whereas the other has a cav versus infantry and range versus cav, this one has defense versus infantry defense versus players caps. It has more. Let me see exactly before I start talking bullshit because it has occurred previously. So what we want to see now, what the point where the ring gets interesting compared to Freedom Ring is that you're looking at a half versus full stat of the same troop type. So you're looking at more defensive stats, but a half stat versus caps. So this means we have to test it because we're not quite sure how strong multipliers are. We know they are strong. That's why, for instance, Grey Room beats a Euron in a 1-to-1 march, and Crow Slayer beats Land Queen in 1 versus 3, attacking infantry caps and range reinforcements. So, but we need to figure out and test before we can say whether this is a must craft or not. My assumption would be it's a craft, like, because it still has the multiplier, just not the same amount, basically. So, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it generally it looks
It's
like a good set.
the seat looks like Fear Sillet on crack. Like this set is pushed insanely hard,
Yeah.
and the only thing it can really be pushed towards is more troops to be sent at a seat of power, and that would require a larger Great Hall. Alternatively, packed with rally troop capacity, uh, yeah, packed with rally troop capacity, but most likely keep 40 eventually. Um, yeah.
And
So basically, and the armory is troop defense versus player, rally capacity, and March speed joining rally. So the armory itself is very good as well. Um, and the set in its entirety looks to be for everyone who aspires to play at seats of power, especially who aspires to play on the defensive part, need to craft a lot. So, yay for all the tempted people. It's yeah, that's really next month's gear set as it looks right now.
I mean, the gear set is really tailored against the really high-end players. Like, it's just defensive stats, so people that actually try to get points from seats, it's not really that great. It's just purely defending your seat at all costs.
Evil tongues might claim that the high-end people are the ones that are most likely to spend a lot of money for the stats, so that's where they would make most money.
Yeah, but
Um, yeah, I mean, I agree. It obviously if you just go around in solo seats, this set is not for you.
no.
But the second you look to defend the seat against a nuke, this set is gonna be a must craft, and it's gonna be required to be good quality because this rewards you a lot. For
Yeah,
good quality, you get 36k extra troops in for a set in yellow 40s, which is for most people these days something people craft for.
yeah, my first when I saw
Um,
the stat is like, wow, doesn't really look that great. But when you actually check the full stats on all the defensive stats, and it's just defense on defense on defense on defense, it's like it's just one
yeah,
cookie.
it's worth noting that this might be because every piece is practically the same piece. This
Yep.
might be placeholder stats for it, so there's no guarantee this is gonna be the finalized product.
exactly.
But if it ships like it does right now, it's a full-on craft 6 pieces and craft two of basically two of each for wearables. Um,
Beeps,
yeah,
can you zoom in one item per one because some people have problems actually looking over them.
Sure, I can
So
do that while you all talk a bit.
so yeah, it's like Mormont is getting to be outdated. Every troop type has an extra two defense parts, except for maybe range. Yeah, with the ring, maybe it gets changed, but who knows?
Well, to be honest, Mormont kinda needed to be changed out now. It's not new anymore. So yeah. But I think that's gonna be it then.
Yeah.
There's not much
Yes.
else to say. It's a good set,
No,
as it
the
looks
set
now.
is yeah, the set is very like one-dimensional.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's not gonna be 50k. It's gonna be like the same as what's it called? Keep Architect. Whatever. It's
Mm.
gonna be similar to the one already. Um, the set is very like not so nuanced right now. Um, so there's not really a lot to say other than if it ships like this, it's gonna be insane, and you need to craft, and you need to craft a lot, regardless of if you if you intend to defend, and if you don't, you just need to craft the armory and whatever.
Yeah, the armory is not like I just checked the armory. It's only like, well, if you get a yellow 35, it's like 21% defense versus player.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a yellow 50, obviously, or 40.
Well, for most people that are getting this set, but it's not really the like for lower spenders. It's not really
Yeah,
interesting.
this set is only catered towards defense, and defense is the big spenders.
Yeah.
It's a way also to bridge the gap between new players complaining that Siege of Powers are impossible to defend, and older players, well, not really, because old players are going, it's impossible to clear seats in the first place. So it's mostly new players complaining that they can't play the game. In a sense, yeah, it's not seats are not uh, sweats. It's just it's basic. It's like Blackfire. So it's gonna be 31 for 21% for a
35 yellow.
162, and then it's gonna be like 30% for 196.
Hmm.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's call it there. I need to end it. So thank you all for joining, and just remember these are all preview stats. We don't know if these are going to be the finalized ones. So yeah, thank you for joining, and have a good day. Yeah, remember to subscribe, like, and all that stuff.